Omar al Bashir is 75. He ruled Sudan for 3 decades, but today the former dictator sat silently in a cage in a Khartoum court to be told that he was guilty of money laundering and corruption. He was charged after suitcases containing millions of dollars were discovered at his home earlier this year.
The defendant, Omar Hassan Ahmed al Bashir, is sentenced to detention in a reform facility for a period of 2 years.
His sentence was light. It was thought that he might get 10 years, and because of his age, he won't go to a normal prison. But supporters protested inside and outside the court, shouting in his defense. Bashir became president after a coup in 1989. He was brutal. Thousands were killed under his rule, and opponents were jailed. He was finally removed from power earlier this year when the military stepped in after nationwide demonstrations. Al-Bashir is wanted by the International Criminal Court in The Hague for war crimes. He is accused of genocide in the state of Darfur. The UN estimates 300,000 people were killed during the conflict there. But the joint civil-military government that now rules Sudan has said that he will not be extradited and instead will remain in the country to face judgment.
The people who've joined the transitional government want him held to account for his part in the killings of demonstrators in April this year, before he was overthrown. The elements of the transitional military government who are from the former military regime would be very reluctant to send one of their own to The Hague, because the events in Darfur and the sort of crimes that took place there, it would extend far beyond President Bashir.
There is more to come. Al-Bashir faces outstanding trials in Sudan which will get underway in the coming months. He will be back in court, and he will almost certainly face longer in prison. But after 30 years ruling through violence, that will still not be justice enough for many Sudanese. Alistair Bunkle, Sky News.